All right, good morning and welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream trading session. All right, what do we got here? Market is about to open. 1 minute. 1 minute for it to open. I want to set my risk for the day, and I'm gonna put $180. I'm gonna lower it down a little bit. I want to be more confident and regain my confidence. So every time I do have red days back to back is good for me to just lower my size a little bit and continue on until I regain confidence, right? It's not because I lost a couple of trades yesterday. That got nothing to do with my regaining confidence strategy. It's because I took trades that were not the best trades. So mentally, I was not watching, I was not reading the market correctly. And I want to regain that confidence that will make me feel good and more secure at the time I'm trading. Wow, very volatile day. Yes, this thing is just going up. All right, so let's put the dollar here. I want to see the dollar in lower time frame, 5 minutes. All right, let's put the dollar and let's put the yields. So the yields I can watch them in 30 minutes. That's fine. So dollar yields and here. There we go. All right, so let's go to my main chart. Let's put this one. So this is a chart that I trade off. So here's the amount of dollars that I will be risking here. Less than 1%. I want to keep that very tight. All right. So the internals, obviously, they opened up on the extreme high, plus 2,500 on the ADQD and plus 1,000 on the tick chart. So we do have some reports and news coming out at 10. I do have a schedule for Christine Lagarde at 11. So that is going to cause some volatility as well. All right, so we broke the overnight. We broke the overnight high. We still have a lot of momentum to the upside though. If you are feeling FOMO, just take your hand out of the mouse. If you're feeling FOMO and you don't have a trade plan, a trade strategy that allows you to take a trade where it's at, right? Just take the hand out of your mouse so you can avoid a bad trade. If you have a trade right there, if you have a good setup based on your plan, then yes, okay. But if you don't have anything, just take the hands out of it. So NQ is holding pretty nicely. All of them are holding pretty nicely. Is my expectation that the Jolt jobs report is gonna come a lot lower than expected. And I say this because the market somehow magically anticipates what is going to happen. Could be a lot of short covering. It could be a lot of things. So the 3-minute is still showing a lot of strength. A lot of strength. Tick chart hasn't tested the zero line yet. And the volume, I will have to tell you, the volume yesterday was to the low side though. It was a little bit lower. Today is a bit higher than yesterday. And it's going to be an average volume today. Dollar, mighty dollar coming down. So still in the demand that I have there, hasn't broken to the downside nor to the upside. So the market is holding right there around the overnight, is hovering right there. Tick chart hasn't tested the zero line yet. ADQD just going up. Non-stop is 2650 right now. I know a lot of people is just tempted to go long right there at the overnight high and take the breakout to the upside. That is definitely not my style. Yes, at 10 we do have a Jolt jobs report. So I do have this area that was created at the open. I could take this but confirmation due to the location. This is not breaking any like important pivot right here. It's just breaking this bunch of sideways movement pre-market. It is going up. And if during the release of the news we don't have a setup and this thing continues to go up, then I will not take any trade. Okay? Definitely. I don't want to chase this thing. I want the retracement. And it's because I feel that it's a lot safer for me. Yes, it could continue to go up, but I don't take breakouts. I don't take breakouts often, I would say. All right, tick chart is sustained at plus 500. Is pretty bullish right there. ADQD continues to go up. So he's at 941. RTY, all of them are very bullish. Like the less bullish is the NQ. And let's go see the rates because the rates are going up, right? So everything is set up for the long right here. But the dollar is going down a little bit. And the rates are going up. So one possible scenario is that a continuation on the rates right here. The rates are hitting a demand that we had, and now we consider it as a supply. But the dollar is still in the demand. So when these two are aligned is when we have the higher probability on the direction. They are not right now. Rates are going up and the dollar is going down. Sorry, yields. I keep calling them rates. Use the bond yield. So we're hovering around the overnight. Looks like this is a good area though. Also here. So I would say this one better. So new 15 minutes. New 15-minute candle. And remember, we do have the report coming out at 10. That is in 15 minutes. I want to test this thing to see if it works. I have a LinkedIn account near risk. I want to see if this thing works. Okay, cool. Nice. Well, that's my interpretation. Because the market is assuming that strong labor market mean more hawkish Fed. But if you think about it, like the Fed cannot be more hawkish. Like, yes, they can raise rates 2%, but that'll be not logical. They're doing it strong enough for the market to just shrink the economy a little bit, and we have been feeling that in the economy, right? On top of that, one thing that the Fed is the one thing that the Fed is very cautious right now is not shocking the markets, right? So I don't think they will come with a 2-3% rate hike just because inflation is high. But their main purpose right now is to destroy jobs. And like this guy Powell has said it like 1,000 times. Yeah, a lot of people are want a pivot right there. But if what happens is the 10-year yield is giving up some of its gains, right? So what happens is that we came to 4% and immediately reject to the downside, meaning investors are buying bonds because 4% a year gives you a very good return compared to, for instance, a real estate investment where you have to put money and effort and you have risk, right? You have risk of a tenant not paying you the rent and the average yield of those properties right now with these prices is less than 4%. So you can park your money in a 10-year yield, in 10-year bond, and you will get same amount of money per year, right? As if you were buying a real estate, but with no effort and pretty much guaranteed, right? So investors are starting to pay attention to the 10-year yield and say, all right, this thing is paying me high enough for me to put funds there, right? And the rates start to come down. And when the yields come down, all the assets reprice because that's the risk-free rate. If we will have a 5%, stock will have to come down just to compete with a 10-year bond, right? The same way real estate is losing against the 10-year bond, right? Stocks also lose because they are risky assets, right? So they need to create an incentive for investors to come to stocks, right? That got nothing to do with day trading, but that's how the dynamic on the market works. No, but even if you buy a real estate right now at current prices, the yield with the rents, whatever you're gonna get from rents, I'm talking about an investment, right? Not if you're gonna buy a house, right? But if you're gonna invest in real estate, number one, the mortgage rate is way above 4%, is 6%. And whatever you get back from that investment, if you bought a cash, is around 4%. So who would buy a real estate instead of buying the 10-year bond, right? That will pay you 4%, right? With no downside risk, not risking that the tenant will default on the rent, etc., right? That's what I was referring, right? I'm not referring if you're speculating or not with real estate. Right now, it's pretty tough to speculate because mortgage rates are going up and buyers are starting to feel it, right? All right, 9 minutes. Yeah. Nine minutes to the news. I don't know what's going on here with my chart. The hell is going on right here? I cannot draw here. Yeah, we came to the gap, right? We came to the gap here. We came close to the gap. I want to go see Apple because Apple is going to be a key chart for me. Yeah, Apple hasn't gotten there. Still in the supply. Sorry, in the opening candle from the 29th, which is Thursday. All right, so less than 5 minutes for the report to come out. So finally, after 25 minutes, the tick chart came to the zero line. And the ADQD just went up nonstop. Let's see if we can have the entry during the news volatility spike. Is JOLTS job opening. It's very important, and we do have a lot of we do have ADP payroll numbers today. We do have unemployment claims, sorry, on Thursday, and then we have NFP, non-farm payrolls, on Friday. So this is a job week. And job and PCE are the two main things that the Fed is watching. All right, so we have 3 minutes. R2Y is impressive. It's holding up pretty nicely. Sorry, R2Y, no, the YM. Why I do have R2Y right here. The YM is the one that is holding pretty nice. R2Y actually is the one that is retracing the most. ES is holding pretty nicely too. So rates, yields came to the demand, now are starting to reject that. Dollar is still dropping, so now this is pretty much aligned. All right. All right, it came better than expected. It came lower, like 10 millions instead of 10.7. So that's pretty bullish. Um, I do have this conspiracy uh, theory that the market somehow magically put everything aligned to the direction of the report. So we're having this supply right here. I don't think is going to work. Let's see what is going on. What supply is this? Wow, a lot of days ago. It's not even. Oh yeah, it is a supply. All right, so see you later. See you later. This thing is just blowing to the upside. So no trades for me. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, nada. But it is what it is. If I don't take a trade today, I did take 4 bad trades yesterday, so I will probably need one rest day. One day that I could rest. Yeah, it does everything unexpected. That's fine. So just don't worry. So feeling FOMO is as bad as take bad trades. Okay, so just train yourself not to feel this thing. If it continues to go up, that's fine. Just erase that day from your mind. Yes, you could have made some today, but if it doesn't retrace to the downside, I will not take any trades. I just need my setup to show up. I know it has gone up nonstop, but I rather just waiting for my setup to show up instead of just jumping in. I mean, I do have this supply right here. It is working partially. I don't think it's gonna hold this momentum to the upside. A lot of people are jumping in. A lot of big money is jumping in. Like, look at that. That move doesn't happen if you don't have a big institution just buying. This plus 3% does not happen if a big institution is not buying. And a turnaround on a plus 3% day is not very likely. It could happen, but I have no recollection of that. So tick chart still very positive, hasn't come to a negative territory for the day, and we've been 37 minutes in the trading session. If I think about my trading day yesterday, um, and the scenario of me not taking trades today, that's not even very bad for me, for my psychology, for my mental state. So I'm not rushing. I want my setup, and if the setup does not show up, I will not take any trade. There's a lot of buying happening, a lot. Every candle has a retracement to the upside. So where this thing can go to, so I do have this. This is not crazy. This level is 620. We're just 10 points away. Tick chart hasn't made a new low though in a long time. Since 957. So I'm looking for more continuation here. Let's go take a look at the dollar. Let's go take a look on the dollar. It came down sharply. Very bad. Now it's trying to recover a little bit. Yields down. So tick chart made a new low below the zero line, but immediately rejected to the upside. That's pretty much, it couldn't be more bullish. So very shallow retracement around 30 points. But when you consider the market is going up 400 points, 30-point retracement, um, that's an assumption that I don't know if it's correct or not, but I do feel like this is not a a real retracement. It's just coming back down a little bit. It's not even a retracement. I would like to come back to 600 ideally. So that'll be 600, 60-point retracement. I'm coming back. Okay. This might be setting up for a short. Like, I don't want to overstate that, but I don't think the short is something crazy right now. Tick chart hasn't broken to the downside. So the tick chart is making a new fresh low finally for the day. I don't think the short is a very good setup, but it does have a lot of room. It does have a lot of room. Now, I've seen some news of why the dollar might be um, dropping. We have the Bank of England buying pounds, selling dollars. And we have the BOJ, the Bank of Japan, also selling dollars to buy yen to protect their currencies. So it's not something that was unexpected. Like at some point, we were expecting these banks to step up and protect their currencies. Yes, I do have a divergence on the tick chart, but I'm just here trying to do other stuff while the setup is showing up. I know it's very hard, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper to be patient. So I'm doing other stuff here in my computer to the right, so I can have like just the volatility went down, right? So this thing is just slowly moving. If I do have alerts, if this thing just can't come back to my zone, I will take the trades. AMS, you're out in California, right? So you're gonna go to work later, or you just trade the entire day? Hmm. So Apple continue. Apple is about to get into the gap. The yields are like slightly, well, it's just going sideways. It's not going anywhere. And the dollar is trying to hold right there. See if we can have this. Can this be a double top in the market? Let's see. So the tick chart came down. Now it's trying to go back up. Let's see if we can have another divergence there. It's struggling to get through that area though. It is struggling. So the R2Y is not as bullish as the other ones. So it came to the supply right here, right? It came to the supply and it started to hold right there. The tick chart is making a lower high, but it's coherent because this is higher high, right? So it is coherent. So I don't feel like this thing is exhausted enough for it to start breaking down. Gracias. Let's see what happens right there. Oh, I'm gonna catch up with the messages. Give me 1 second. I'm doing another thing here. I am sure now. I am seeing the 5 minute. I see several candles a week. It's not what I like, but I'm okay. Also, a bounce from the pivot. I don't hate your shirt, but it's counter trend. So I'll wait. Totally amazing. Counter trend. Wait on. Yeah, look. It is counter trend. Now that doesn't mean we cannot take a tradable reaction, right, to the downside. But here's the deal. The tick chart hasn't broken to the downside at all. So I don't think there's a setup right there. And the ADQD actually is coming back down while this thing is holding up there. So I think we might have some more upside here. If this area does not work, right, to the downside, is stopping the price from continue to go up, right? Is stopping the price right there. My philosophy is a nice setup, and a nice setup for me is a pivot that can give me some support. Okay, some support. And for that, for me, is right here, 600. Even if it's not 600, I do have another ones, right? But they're very far away. If we break to the upside right here, if we break to the upside, let's say we break to the upside, okay? And the tick chart is around here. Let me see if I can bring that screen up. All right, I'm gonna move this manually. Okay, so this is the tick chart. Let's say if this thing creates a new high in the equity market, but the tick chart is around here, you guys can see where the high is. See that? This is the high. And we start to break down on the equity markets, that will be a very nice short, right? Not for now. Not for now. Look at this. This came up. It's retracing back down. So here, at this point where this is at, there's no short. The short for us will be here. Or at least for me, okay? Why? Because
sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
Shit. Shut up. Do you know what I'm saying? This can be yeah. No, it's Siri. It can continue to be bullish for the entire day. Yes. So right now the tick, this thing is, look, this thing is making a lower high. Do you guys see? Ooh, and we have a rejection right there. Okay? This thing is making a new high. Now, look at the ADQD. Look at the ADQD. Okay? So what is the next move? The next move would be all right, we broke to the upside. Now we have this. All right? This is the move. Not right now. We need this thing to, all right. the divergence is right there. It's very heavy, right? It has no momentum to the upside whatsoever, right? Look, even with this spike, look at the tick chart. Look at the tick chart. See that? It's making a lower high. And it's rejecting every time it goes. See that? No, I would take this. Might be. Day trading? All right. Let me see if I can take this. Oh shit, I didn't have time. But that's a trade. And it's going without us. Let's see if we can have it again. See if we can have it again. But this was a nice entry. This was a very nice entry. Please don't go without us. So my strategy right now will be, all right, I have that. Tick chart again on the extreme. Tick chart again on the extreme. And I put the trade. Come back in, please. Come back. All right, let's go take a look at the dollar. Dollar is just sideways right there. If it holds, it's fine for us. Rates are going down, but holding the pivot created overnight at 3 in the morning in London, during London. And this is going to be for a quick tradable reaction. Now the tick chart is at the lows, so that's not good. If this thing is not showing, let me bring this chart again. If this thing is not showing, if you guys see it, yeah. If this thing is not showing somewhere around here, around this trend line, I'm not taking it. Okay. I will put a stop limit order getting out of the zone because a few reasons. It's counter trend and is a zone that has no leg out as of yet. Leg out meaning it's already proven that is gonna work to the downside. Okay, so I am taking a very aggressive retest right here. All right, cool. There you go. I do have an order right there. Let's put it here. There you go. So that's my order. That is my order. Tick chart is still below. Let's see if we can have this. Now my target is down there, 572. I think it's too overextended. And I'm in this thing. Wow, they filled me in very aggressively. I'm risking less than I would be risking in my normal trading because of the couple days that I've had, Friday and yesterday. Okay. All right, here are the two things that I could do with this trade. There are two things. Number one, I will not touch it. I assume that risk, $160, is very little. If this thing does not work, I will lose that money and probably won't trade for the rest of the day. Okay. Second thing that I could do in this trade is scale out around here. I probably scale out around 615 if it gets into this point, right? If it gets here, I probably will scale out. Okay. This is a counter trend trade, very risky, right? That's why I also have a lower risk, because I want to regain my confidence. Okay. Let's be patient here. Market is just sideways. All right, so the 7-minute is setting up pretty nice for us. Let's see if we can have a break to the downside right here from that pivot. If we have a break to the downside, we might have a bounce. So we did not break, right? We did not break. Yeah, so that's an area where buyers are showing up pretty aggressively. Okay, so does not confuse that this trade is a counter trend trade, right? And it's probably a low probability. Then just stay away. So we did have the setup, right? We did have the ADQD. We did have the tick chart. So let's give it a try. We risk less money, right? And we understand that is a risky trade. No, this is my personal account. This is my rail account, and it's linked to my funded account here. So we finally broke that 7-minute. Are we 1-to-1? I think we have one. This is a real money trade with a real account. So we are 1-to-1. This is a pretty aggressive trade. So I'm going to move my stop. So I won't hesitate to protect my money. But this thing is just going up. Okay. Now it's a risk trade. It's a risk-free trade. If it does stop us out, it's fine. We took a counter trend trade, and just let's wait for it to pay us. If you are in this and you're feeling like you want to close the trade, grab the money, or do something, just walk away. Get out of the computer. I have the 4 equity markets here. I have NQ, R2Y, and the YM and the ES. Now, it's very hard for it to go down. Like, this shit is just holding pretty nicely. Yeah, sometimes I watch a pre-market, the DAX and the Nikkei, just to see what happened during those sessions. But all right, so okay, we got stopped out, break even. That's fine. We try it. Okay. We did have everything aligned, but what didn't happen was this. You see that? Tick chart just came to the 0 line and retraced back up. That's fine. It is what it is. Now, still holding this area, it might work to the downside, but I'm not willing to risk the zone again, right? This zone hasn't proved to me that is a good supply zone. right? Yet. It might be, but it hasn't proved it to the market. So what is this? What is what I'm talking about? All right. If this thing just collapses from here, I would say definitely this is a supply zone that is worth to take. And when do you take it? When it comes back, right? And it might continue to go down, or you might go for 80% of the move, right? But it hasn't proved to me yet that is a very good supply. Tick chart is still in the same conditions. Do you know what is a tick and how it's created? So Carnatic. If you know a little bit about tick, let me see. Tick is an increment. Yes, it's it's a accumulative. Sorry, I don't know how to say that word. Is the addition of all the ticks going up in NYSE, right, in New York. Yes, right. Is lo que se acumula, right? The sum of everything. They add up all the ticks going up, and they subtract all the ticks coming down, right? So that is what you have here. Represented as a chart. Okay, so let's say Apple is ticking up, people are buying in the ask, right? That is a very aggressive buying. Whereas if you're buying in the bid, is a limit order, right? You get me? So this is just people putting market orders, right? Aggressive buying, aggressive selling. So what happens here is that every time someone clicks buy, right, this thing start to counting for a tick, positive tick, right? And if people are selling aggressively, market sell, start to subtract this, right? So the way I use it is, if I have a divergence here, that means the momentum is dying, meaning I have a lack of momentum. Whereas if I have something like this, I would expect the market to continue the same direction, right? Like for instance, here, we did not have any follow through to the downside. Okay. Now, let's go see the chart. So we made a similar high, right? And on the tick chart, a lower high right here. So the momentum is starting to die. Okay. So what do I need? I need a nice area, a good area to trade from. Okay. So for the next time when the prices go back up to my area, and this thing is at the area where the momentum is dying, is where I want to fade it. Okay? That's the way I use a tick chart. Right now I don't have any no problem. I don't have any setup right here. Like I said, this might be a supply, because for it to stop this momentum is not easy. So probably a big seller is right here, or the buyer just stepped away. Right? We don't know that. But right now I wouldn't take this area again, just because this zone hasn't proven to me. Because if we continue to go to the upside, then there's nothing for us. Okay, so there are two scenarios for me today. I already took one trade, was a break even, was not the highest probability trade, but we did have the setup. We did not have the overall trend for the day, but if we have a retracement to the downside, we will try the long. If we have this type of setup again, but we do have some sort of leg out, and like a very explosive candle to the downside, then we will try a short. But I won't try any short like this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle. No, not in every red candle, guys. It's just when we have everything aligned. Yes, is a 1 minute on the tick chart. Is a 500. This is a 1500. This is a 1500 on the MNQ. But remember, I draw from this one. I draw from the NQ chart. God damn it! You guys not watching the right chart. I'm sorry. Okay, I draw from this chart, the 500. Okay, 500 volume. Okay, this is the one that I like. Here, oh, I have a question. Do you guys were watching when I was in the trade? Or you guys didn't? Oh, okay. I don't know how this changed to the upside. But this is the main idea. And you guys see how this is retesting the highs, but here on the tick chart, still the momentum is dying. See that? Momentum is dying. I want to be fully aware. Also, from the other side, we haven't have any new lows recently, okay? So when I'm trying to get a nice short setup, I will pay attention to the highs. When I'm trying to get a nice long setup, I will pay attention to the lows. What is the SMC? Sorry, what is that? Probably don't use it. My trading is pretty simple. No indicators, very clean chart. Smart money concept. I don't know what is that like something that you can Google and you have a trading system around that, an indicator or what? I went to OTA. OTA is an online trading academy. I paid an outrageously expensive courses, and I think they're pretty bad. The format, the way they teach you, is pretty bad. So the way I learned, it took me years, at least 3 years, to figure that I was doing it the wrong way. Well, I use supply and demand. So the one takeaway that I got from that course is this, and I'll give you. Franco. My name is Franco. Adam. So I got Trading Futures Live, but my name is Franco. So the only takeaway that I got from no problem from OTA was this. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me put some space here. So they basically teach you 4 formations, right? A drop, and then a base, and you can have one base or a few bases, right? So let's see, this is a drop, a base, and a rally, right? So figure this is a candle coming down, and this is a candle coming up, right? So this is a drop, base, and a rally. That's the first formation, drop, base, rally. And then you have the rally, a base, and you can have more than one, and a rally, right? So this is one formation. This is the second formation, okay? Then you have on the other side, you have a rally, a base, and a drop, right? And then you can have a drop, a base, and a drop, right? So you have an example of a rally, drop base rally will be this drop, right? Like this, a base, and a rally, and then a base, and a rally, okay? So this picture, if you guys see this picture right here, is this picture, okay? So that's their main takeaway, and I think it's pretty good. Oh shit. So this happens to me a lot. Data series, I need to add futures. Thank you. There you go. Yellow, green, candle body, transparent. And sorry about this, guys. And the week, let's put a gray. Dark gray. And yeah, let's bring it to the first panel. Right, and let's put 3. There you go, and then I will have a volume 500. There you go. So I got my chart back. Okay, and I need to properties. No. I need to put this as a main receptor. How do you say that? No. Well, I got rid of all the drawings right here. I got rid of all the drawings. Why? Yeah, but I deleted because I do have a transparent MQ. You see here is the MQ, right? But the chart is the NQ because I want to chart off of the NQ and trade off of the MNQ. So that's the only way to do it in Ninja. So let's see if I can. All right, so that's okay. So I was showing you guys the formation. So it's so this is an example of a drop, base, rally, base, and rally, right? All this is a formation. So it's a good takeaway from the class, right? That's literally $17,000. What I just told you, that cost me $17,000, including some XLTs and like very bad live sessions, right, with instructors. But the formations are not bad. The formations are very good, but they have a lot of nuance, right? What is the context? What is happening in the market? What is the dollar? where is the dollar, and so on, right? So I had to develop that myself. They don't teach you that. They teach you to read this chart like draw base rally, yes. And here it worked, right? But why it didn't work right here, right? Because you have different context, right? And here, draw base rally, why it didn't work? Because you have another context. It's not like every draw base rally or rally base rally is going to work. It will not. But yes, I took those classes. I don't know why I got to that point, but oh yeah, because of the system of 10R, right? So I don't think it's crazy to take a 10R trade, for instance. I think this was a 10R 10R trade. I think we did have something here, even here, right? I know it's hard to understand. Draw base rally and a base in a rally and the retest here, and this will be the entry. It's very abstract, but this probably gave somewhat 10R. Right, let's see. If we click here, we try to go long. No, this one probably gave like 7, okay? But it's not impossible to get a 10R trade with my system, right? NT80 is the worst. They don't have a simple hotkey. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very complete platform, to say a word. But I got in love with NinjaTrader for a few reasons, and you probably guys don't utilize it right now, but they have this thing, and I couldn't care less if you buy Ninja or no. I'm not affiliate to them in every way, but they have this, the strategy builder. If you are not a programmer, you can program a bot, a simple bot, to take trades. Crossing the 2-minute EMA and you execute, you can program that pretty easily. You don't need to be a programmer. But my friend and I, George and I, we have programmed few algorithms and optimize them. So not only to program the algorithm, but they have a optimization tool that taught me. I cannot tell you how much I learned from that. Like, I learned a lot. I learned how to optimize my own system, how to tweak it, how to think to change a system, right? And all that just came out of we programming the bots and try to get them better, right? And test it and retest it and back test it and do all that boring work that I think the majority of people are not willing to do. Okay, but I think NinjaTrader has a pretty cool features that we don't utilize. They have a Monte Carlo simulation. The Edge won't use the Monte Carlo simulation to fast forward my numbers and tell me how much I can make in a year or in a number of trades, right, in average. So those type of things, those type of features, Ninja has it, and I think it's pretty cool. Trade of 8, yeah, I've seen it. I didn't know about that platform until I got the YouTube, and I went to other YouTubers to see what were they doing, and I got to that platform. How is it, Stack? Is it good? How is the margin requirements? Because Ninja does require very little per contract. I think it's like 1,000 or 2,000. This is called Katana. Is a add-on. Is an add-on. This is made by a friend of mine, Ryan. His company is called Chart Dynamics. If you go to his website, he has a lot of indicators, but this is in beta mode yet, and we are trying it. Me and a few other traders are trying it, but I love it. Like I don't think I can come back. If somehow Ryan back up this project and he don't continue to improve it, I think I will have to find something else that is similar to this, because I'm so accustomed, I'm so used to use this thing. Like I can set up my longs here, my risk calculator. I don't have to care in doing the math about, all right, I want to risk 200. How many contracts do I need? No. This thing does it for me. I think this is Katana with a K. Oh, nice. Oh, so trade. Oh, okay, cool. So Ninja bottom. Yeah, I think it's gonna come out soon. I always say I'm gonna text him, but you know what? I'm gonna text him right now. I'm gonna text him right now while with you guys, because I know a lot of people have asked me about this. Let me text him right away. Since we have a gazillion number of setups right here, I'm just gonna text my friend. Yeah. Alrighty. I already sent the text. Let's wait for him to reply. Um. So how do you make this thing show global draw objects, right? Yes. So why I don't have the drawings here? I'm gonna restart Ninja, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna restart it and I'll come back. I'll be here though. All right, so yeah, I restarted my Ninja and I got my draws back, my drawing back. I found the support center. Damn it! I think I found a Katana trade. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna ask him for a link or a discount code or something. No promises, right? He puts the price. I'm very grateful because he has let me use it for this entire year for free. And it takes a lot of effort, like programming and stuff. It's he knows how to do this shit. Yeah. Once he replies, I'm gonna ask him. If I could get a discount code, that would be a bonus. But he needs to feel ready though. All right, so this thing has been sideways since 10:30. There's nothing else we can do but to wait. And I think at this point I will not take any other trade for the day. I will hang around, like I'll be here, but I don't think a high probability trade sets up with this type of momentum. In the past, not good. Um, I this is the trading system that is more reliable for me. That has give me more sense of how can I say, like, calm and less stress during my trading day. Um, and I think trading is a profession that you can make it very stressful or not very stressful. And I think this system is the only one that had um, worked with my personality. Some people will see my trades and will argue that I am a scalper. Sometimes my trades can last 3 minutes or two. Look, I've been very stressful. I think a lot. I lost a lot of hair just learning how to trade. Um, and that hair went away with my money though. So I think this is the most. This is a system that had worked better with my personality. um, no, that money will come back. It's coming back though. My hair. I don't care about my hair. All right, so we're just chopping right there. It's chopping around. Like I recognize that it takes a lot of sellers or a big seller to stop this momentum. But eventually, I think the seller is gonna get out of fuel, and we might have a continuation to the upside. But that might take some time, or probably not today. Tomorrow could be. ADQD is basically flat since 10 a.m. Wow, this chop is pretty dangerous. If you're not in anything, just stay away. Unless you have a nice setup, right? I don't like to recommend anything because you start talking and this shit start moving. And I do feel that is my best interest to stay away from this chop until we break to either side. Two reasons. Number one, accountability. So I can be accountable to other people. I think accountability is something that the majority of traders don't have. Like, this is a very lonely job. This is a very lonely job. Like, you're in front of your computer, just yourself, and not with other people. Um, and if you are in front of the computer, you don't have accountability of the money or your behavior to other people. You can just blow your accounts and nobody will care but you, right? Yeah, you'll be frustrated, you'll be sick, mentally ill, and you will screw up and you will do a lot of things, but nobody's gonna punish you or is gonna, tell you what to do, right? Because you have no accountability. It's just you and no one else. So we start. My friend and I, we were trading together, and he was basically trading the algorithms, right? He was basically managing the computers, and the rest of the day he was like hanging out, like bored, whatever. And I told him, look, let's do this. Let's open up the YouTube channel, a YouTube channel. And that was like music to his ears. And there you go. We opened up the channel. Yes. Now, I tell you, now I do have only 400 subscribers. But if I really want to get serious about trading, I need to work a lot harder than what I'm doing right now. He took some time off because of he's getting married, and I don't think he will be back this year. But if you see my our videos from, I don't know, like a couple months ago, he was trading with me. Yeah. Um, he's a very good friend of mine, though. But what I was saying, that accountability is a must for a trader, especially if you have money. If you have a little bit of money, accountability is one thing that a trader needs. That's why those traders that work in prop firms, like real prop firms like S&B Capital, or I don't know another one, but I know there are a few in New York, where you have a supervisor, a risk manager, and you have like a system around your trading, even though you're trading your own trades, but you have someone supervising your trading and not letting you risk more of what you can. Give me 1 second. That's why I think those people have an advantage of a just a retail trader off of his home, right? So this thing's still working. I do think this area triggers a lot of selling. So even though this thing is working, still has no basis to trade it again. Okay, we did it here, and that's it. We did it here, and that's it. Where was it? Around here, right? Yeah, around here. And now I'm having a lot of fun. Helping other people and help myself doing this is pretty cool. Like, for instance, yesterday I did have a terrible day trading, but I went back and recorded the video for the recap, and it was just mind blowing for me. It was so clear what I was doing was so wrong. So doing the videos helped me out big time in getting better. Yeah, recording I've been doing it for like 2 years. Yeah, so bad. Now the YouTube helped me in this regard, like making the videos um teaches me a lot. So I'm trying to make other videos and content. There are a few of you guys that send me emails asking for a class, but I think I'm too lazy to put together a class or a course. So I'm not interested in that. My main interest right here is to be a better trader and to help other people become better traders, right? Look, that takes a lot of work. Um, I like I don't believe anyone that wants to sell me a class, but it's not because of that I recognize the effort of putting a class together, like assemble a course, a class, a comprehensive, you know, thing to teach other people. But I don't think that's what I want to do. I think the best way to teach people is to do the right thing here. Trade with real money, be legit, show when you screw up like I did yesterday, and take trades there live. If you guys have a system, look, I developed my own system, right? Based on what I learned. I think everyone needs to do that. Develop their own system. If you guys trade my system, your psychology might not be adapted to it. Look, I have 3 funded accounts right now. I have Earn to Trade with Helios. I have One Up and I have Apex. Right, I trade them, but everything is linked to my account. So I trade those. I treat those accounts like the extra money, okay? And I don't care about the risk, right? It's not that I don't care about the risk. Is that it's not the same that I'm risking here $200 with them, right? I don't feel it the same way. So I could trade. In the past, I would trade those accounts recklessly, right? Just because I didn't care. So I spent some money on the test. I passed the test, and then the real account came, quote unquote real account, and then I wouldn't care about the real account, right? So I think my real account. Give me 1 second. So my real account gives me the necessary pressure that I need to take the trades, right? And not take crappy trades. I use the katana. For instance, I've shown you guys before, right? Where is this at? Give me 1 second. There we go. So I have this is the group account order setup. So the katana, this is my master account, and I do take other accounts, right? 100%, and here's 600% of my account, and so on. Okay. So I do copy my trades, but I don't care about that money. That's the extra money. Okay. I care about it's pretty complete. Like I tell you, katana is the real deal. Let's see if I can get a coupon code or something when it comes out. There are other systems that copy the trades, but I use katana. I just happen to use that. On the algorithms, we use something called Replicanto because we have several virtual computers trading at the same time. So and the interface between several platforms, TradeStation and NinjaTrader, is pretty cool. So that's another one that you can look up. It's called Replicanto. I just trade at because Rhythmic, I have all the funded accounts are through Rhythmic, right? So I need to just trade one Rhythmic account, right? Katana works only with the connections that you have in your computer at that time. It doesn't. I mean, you cannot use a virtual computer for that. But there's this one that is called Replicanto. Google it. Trade Copier, Replicanto, whatever, or Trade Copier. There are several out there. We use those for the algorithm. The algorithms. Those are through virtual machines and so on. All right, guys. I think 11:45. No more trades for me. I think it's a good day, given the fact that we were not engaged in the long. I was waiting for the news. The news did not have the setup, but right before the news had the setup, I was hoping the news could give us some sort of entry, but it didn't. Right? We took a short right here. And we got a break-even trade. Now the same area is still working. Probably is giving us a 2-to-1 right now. So let's check. I do yeah, it's around. It gave 2-to-1 to the tick, but it's not a high probability trade as of yet. So we did have the divergence in the tick chart and the ADQD. Everything was pretty much aligned. The dollar was dropping. Still the dollar dropped to the downside. So the dollar broke the pivot, and the yields are holding up right there. So the short might unfold later today. Let's see. Yes, absolutely. I do have some slippage, but NQ is very liquid, so probably sometimes I get one tick or two. Is not something that is really impactful in my performance, I will tell. In the past, I was worried about that. Now I worry about taking better trades, and I think that'll be a very good attitude to have. Look, brokers, they want to, between you and me, they don't want you to win, right? The brokers, they want you, they want you to just trade. They want you to scalp so they can make money off of the commissions, right? They don't want you to win. Like 90% of traders just lose money, blow their accounts. Okay? So they make it easy for you to take a lot of trades, right? But no, I'm in Miami. I live here in Miami. I've been here for 8 years. Yeah. Mr. Worldwide. Where are you at, Soccernatic? Adam, are you here in Miami? Nice. Oh my God, yeah. UK has a lot of problem, right? I hope it turns better. Fort Lauderdale, Boca, Wellington. Yeah. Well, shoot me an email. Trading Futures Live at Gmail. I get that in my cell phone. Shoot me an email when you're around here. We can meet up. All right, guys. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna go grab lunch. And I'm gonna record a recap, and I'm gonna do a missed trade on the recap. I think this could have been a nice setup. Where was it? This one. We could have taken this. I didn't see it. I'm gonna go back and review it and see if I could have taken it. Okay. And if everything was aligned, I'm going to record a missed trade, right? And I'll do it on the recap. For those watching, I do check all that on Saturdays, and we do back testing. We do we download all the data for the week, and we replay it, and we retest, and we back test it to see how can improve our trading. Okay, that is every Saturday around 9:30, 10. Pretty relaxed though. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you. All right. Take care.